I want you all to close your eyes and recall how you started your day this morning. Did you get out of bed and get ready right away? Did you stay in your bed and go on your phone? Did you eat breakfast? Now I want you to open your eyes and completely forget about your morning. Don't think about how your day started. Think about how your day is going. Too many people are left thinking about their past, not allowing themselves to focus on the present. What are you doing right now? Well, that's easy. You're sitting here listening to me talk to you. You're not eating breakfast, that already happened, so why bother thinking about it? The past is in the past. All that is left are photos and memories that come with those photos. What shouldn't be left are regrets. Because what do they do to help you? Yeah, that's right, nothing. They aren't benefiting you in any way if you can't control what already happened. Instead, use your past as a way to learn for the present. Learn to grow and become a better you. It is easy to get carried away by your past, looking at old photos, reminiscing on memories, and it's tempting to plan an entire future, especially being a senior wanting to close a chapter and open a new one. Our perspective is how we view the world. By bringing our perspective to the present, we can become more at ease with life. So you're probably wondering, why? Why should we do this? Why should we focus on our present? Well, there are many reasons, ones I will share with you today. One being that it lowers your anxiety and stress. Studies show that people who focus on the present are happier than people who live in their past. They are able to gain more emotional control over themselves. Regrets from the past put negative thoughts into your mindset. However, worries from the future weigh on you and don't allow you to be happy in your present. If you're not thinking about it, you're not worrying about it. So if you just stay focused on your present, the past doesn't matter, and your future will fall perfectly into place. I committed to the University of Alabama in October of 2024. This is when people were still applying to colleges, but it was set in stone the college I would be attending for the next 4 years. I found my roommate in January, and people were still committing to colleges in January. I started going dorm room supply shopping and pretty much finished dorm room supply shopping. I was planning out my entire next 4 years while still being stuck in high school. It felt like I was stuck. I was constantly thinking about what my life would look like 19 hours away from home while still having to do homework and study for tests in high school. I lost my purpose in the present. I didn't want to do homework. I didn't want to study. All I wanted to do was just jump into my first year in college. I couldn't accept that there were still a few months left before I would be able to be in my first semester at Alabama. What I had to understand was that my present life is more important than my future life. The energy and effort that I put into my present is what will set me up for my future. So why should we worry about the future if what we do in the present will align our future? Being present also allows us to appreciate life more. We can take everything in and live life to the fullest and appreciate life to the fullest of our potential. One reminder of appreciating life is unfortunately being very close to death and having a near-death experience. Now, I'm not suggesting that you test this out, but I will give you a few examples of why a near-death experience is a way that people have appreciated life more. So one way I learned in 7th grade in my living environment course, in the curriculum we learned about Kurt Richter and his study was called the Hope Experiment. Now, it consisted of rats and water, and basically they weren't just testing out how long rats could swim for, because rats can't swim, they just drown, but they were testing something else. So they had rats swim in water, and after 15 minutes, they drowned. Then they had another group of rats who were swimming in the water and then taken out of the water for a few minutes and put back in. After they were put back in, they lived for 60 hours. Not 60 minutes, 60 hours. That's a whole about 2.5 days. That is much longer than the rats who only got to swim for a little bit. who swam for 15 minutes and then drowned. Now, when they got back out of that water, what happened? Well, it wasn't that they just automatically gained this magical new skill of swimming and floating. It was their perspective and their mindset that changed. They saw what their life could be, and when they got back in that water, they knew they had something to hold on to, something to live for. They didn't want to just die and give up right away. They knew they had something to fight for, and that's why they lived 60 hours. Because just by seeing their life, they had a shift in their perspective, and they had this positive mindset to fight for their life and to live. And they knew that even with struggle, they were able to live for over 60 hours. Since freshman year of high school, I've been working with veterans. I've enjoyed every single moment of it. I've done flag lines with them, and it's because of their positive energy that radiates throughout everyone around them. These are veterans that I recently met with at a veteran home. We have Dennis, Cliff, another Cliff, Judy, Teddy, and Eddie. While speaking with them, they all had such positive energy and they had such positive mindsets. One thing that stuck with me was something that Teddy said. He was in the Marines, and he said that he learned in the military to never surrender. This means never give up. Through all the struggles you go through, you always have something to live for, so never give up. All veterans that were in the military, they saw a lot more than probably all of us have seen. They had bombs blowing up in front of them, bullets going past their face. They were seeing friends around them die. But once they got out of that out of the war, they knew not to give up. They didn't let life struggles take over them. They knew that they have to live in the present and take every moment in. When talking to these veterans, I noticed that they all said they didn't have any regrets in life. They have no regrets. Some of them said that, yeah, maybe their life could have ended up differently if they didn't go to war, but they have no regrets. They learned discipline, and overall, they are living such a greater life now. So, from now on, going forward, I want you, in the morning, to journal. It's just a simple technique. I do it every morning. I have my journal right here. But it allows you to have a positive mindset and set up a positive, great perspective for your day. I'll read you one of the things I wrote on April 5th, 2025. Today will be a fabulous day. I will dance my heart out on stage as it's my last time doing a solo at Kids for Kids, a dance competition. I can't wait to get on that stage and show the judges what I'm made of. I didn't talk about what I did yesterday. I didn't talk about something that I'm doing tomorrow. I said today is going to be a good day. And I got on that stage, I danced my heart out, and I won that dance competition. I truly believe it's because of my mindset. It's because I set up a positive mindset for myself. Another technique, look in the mirror when you wake up. Find something great about yourself, something you love about yourself. And once you say that, you'll engrave it into your brain. You will say it repetitively every morning, and you will start to believe that about yourself. And it can set up a positive mindset every single day, and it will just continue on every single day. I leave you here with one thing, a phrase a lot of you know. YOLO. You only live once. Except, I realized there's something different, something that I like to say instead. YODO. You only die once. You may only have one life to live, but you are living every single day. You have a new experience each and every single day that you are living. Whatever happened in the past, that shouldn't matter, because what you're doing today is important. What is happening tomorrow, that doesn't matter, because if you're focused on today, that will align for a perfect future. So just know that everything you are doing in the present is benefiting you. Don't worry about what happened yesterday. You don't want those regrets. You saw it with the veterans. You don't want those regrets. Whatever happens with your future, it's because of what you're doing in the present. So just allow yourself to be present, and thank you.